Hello! Discipline has always been an integral component to not just a healthy and strong body, but also a healthy mind. It's interesting, perhaps for external validation, many of us start working on ourselves, but as time progresses, you begin to realize that most people don't care. The only ones who do are the ones who are immersed themselves in the same world as you, playing the same game as you. From there, you begin to realize it was pointless caring what others thought about your craft, your path of discipline. It had become bigger than that. Through it, you found a sense of accomplishment, a sense of meaning. Mentally, you found a place of solace, peace. That is what being disciplined to a craft provides you. Ironically, it's as if the most euphoric sensations, when not kept in moderation, have a tendency of doing the opposite to your mental health. It has you hate yourself, yet addicted to the sensations which compensate for your void. You inch closer and closer to the brink, closer and closer to oblivion. Constantly trying to release a chemical charge, hoping it will fill that cup, fill the hole you feel. But does it ever? Or did it instead leave you just feeling numb? Many who embark upon that path resort to harder substances for that reason. Their brains, so used to being lit up, reality by itself does not do enough anymore. And there they are, still continuing in search for that same rush. Interestingly, the same numbing effect we experience indulging in pleasures does not apply to the same extent when applied to discipline. When it aligns with a sense of meaning, it appears to go beyond releasing just dopamine and endorphins. A calm or peace takes over, thus basking in that satisfaction. It's as if your very soul has been nourished. But now the question becomes, can we take even that too far? David Goggins is a man who regularly pushes himself to the brink. He's pushed himself so far that parts of his body break and he ends up healing crooked. He's nearly lost his life many times, embarking upon his physical conquests. He truly is a testament to what the human spirit can overcome when it refuses to be shackled by its body. A true inspiration. But he does this all in the sake of callousing his mind, because it appears like something is haunting him. What does this mean? It's as if a demon or beast haunts him, thus he batters his body in order to stifle that voice. Now, if Dan Bilzerian, in pursuit of euphoria, has stopped his own heart, nearly obliterating himself to feel a rush, David's premise of battering himself to the point of nearly losing his life would that not tread along the same line, two sides of the same coin. The narrative is not one contributing to a higher sense of meaning. It appears to be one of escapism, looking to run away from the void all the same. In that sense, escaping your soul, in all cases, it appears to lead closer and closer to oblivion, because it's not putting out the fire. It's constantly running from it as it spreads. Thus, as we run, seeking escape, this method of combating our mind as it further reinforced into our neural pathways, thus it gets stronger and stronger. We need it more and more, but the response we receive chemically from the outside world is not enough. It's as though there is no other answer. To get battered beyond repair, or worse, fall into oblivion itself. If this isn't the correct path, what is? If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. There is a lot of truth to this. Meditating on what haunts you, letting the emotions of your thoughts pass as you analyze them, articulate them, then express a way of moving forward from them. When you get to a point when your thoughts no longer stimulate an emotional response, if you just let them be, let your thoughts flow, shrink like a stream, run dry, it shrinks their neural pathways similarly to how muscles shrink from inactivity. Thus you end up seeing it less and less. From there, you are just relaxed, calm, your base nature when not plagued by turmoil. I do not believe in extremes. I think Faraz Zahabi, coach of George St. Pierre, has a brilliant philosophy. Not to overtrain, but to just train in flow. To challenge yourself into the experience of flow, and then ending your session when flow ends. This makes the entire process more enjoyable, meaningful, and healthy. Not gaining as much from a single day, but being able to train more consistently because your body isn't as battered. Thus, you receive more return in the long run. up above, so below. A long-term investment strategy for greater wealth in the form of health and physical ability. This is the art of listening to your body, figuring out your own individual formula. It appears Henry Cejudo had a similar philosophy, but it was calculated, then instructed by a science-based regiment. It was counterintuitive to the harsh wrestling culture he was raised in, but in long term, training less in a healthier, more consistent manner made him stronger than he had ever been. Thus, with that newfound strength, he was given the inches he needed to be one of the greatest fighters of all time. Demetrius Johnson. Having a feel for yourself, knowing when to stop so that you may continue strong again, that is true discipline. That is true control over your mind. Indulging in either pole of yin or yang inevitably becomes a method of escapism that does neither the body or mind good. Discipline is staying consistent to the right action. Thus, this may be blasphemous to our overstressed, overworked, busybody culture, but sleeping well, nourishing your mind with reflection, nourishing your body, moving, challenging it in flow, embarking upon that challenge and knowing when to stop so that you may contribute more work in the long term. It all ties in with getting to know yourself better. Not indulgence, but balance. This, I believe, is the true way, the path that allows you to operate at your highest level, which now, of course, is quantifiable by science. Friedrich Nietzsche, there is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy. To that end, may this inspire you to not listen to me, but instead, yourself, and to stay disciplined to not your impulses or insecurities, but to what your body is trying to tell you, nurturing that flow for both a stronger body and stronger mind. If you can stay disciplined this way, not only will you feel more entitled to a sense of confidence, but that feeling will feel real, genuine. Why? Because in your vessel, with your mind, you will truly feel strong.
I'd rather be a little bit unfit, a lot unfit rather, than a tiny bit overtrained. I'd rather be unfit 10 times a day than overtrain once. My style is all about feel-good factor. And if I feel good, I'll fight excellent.
I want to make highlights of your training footage and give shoutouts from my channel on other social media. A simple way to give back to the people who have given to me. If you're interested, please send a short clip alongside your name to my Instagram. Send it to my DM box, MindSmashOfficial. If you'd like more from me, please subscribe and hit the notifications. Thank you if you did. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. It's karma. And until next time, peace.